I see you're on. Oh, cool. Hello? I actually thought I already had my microphone muted, but I guess I didn't. Oh well. Alright, well I'm already getting a skip frames detected. Oh, you stupid thing. Alright, that's fine. Let's see. Paul, you said you're in the, You're in chat? You can hear me? Nice. Okay. I do plan on moving the microphone eventually. I just want to make sure my setup is like on lockdown first, like where everything else is, and then I'll move the microphone. Oh gosh. You want to see what the new camera can do? I did change my streaming to low latency, so it shouldn't be. Nah. Okay. Well, thanks for watching then, I guess. Nah. All right. Let's open it up. Dude, that makes me so happy. I'm actually smiling like crazy. That looks so freaking good. Oh yeah, holy shit. The color isn't quite like perfect, but at this point I'll just figure that out later. Because honestly, I'll get it dialed like super dialed in eventually. It's just for right now, this will do. This is fine. Oh yeah, right there. That's the perfect focal length right there. Actually, you know what? Color's perfect enough. I don't care. I'll leave it how it is. Yeah, I brought it. And then I also just brought the World Eater Terminator out just to see how the red looked. And it looks good, so I'm happy. Oh my goodness. And also another thing I bought, just so I can reach the, yeah, a little color correction is going to be expected, but it's not bad. But at least now you can see what the heck I'm working on. You actually can kind of see the eyeballs on my models. I'm really happy about that. And then I can do that blew out the focus, but that's all right. Oh my goodness, this is. I'm not even gonna want to paint. I'm just gonna want to keep messing with the setting or with this. Okay, I need to stop before I. Let's see. And then what's nice about the camera, I can see like what's in focus shows up red. So I can fine tune what's in focus from the monitor on the camera. So also this camera, they actually gave me a better camera than I was expecting. I was expecting one in, I think it said it was going to be between like new, or not new. I bought a refurbished one, and they said the best quality that they can guarantee was like new. After it shipped and it got delivered, I double checked and it changed it to mint. I literally just got a camera that someone freaking opened the box to and then just sent it back. And I got it for $700, which is it's pricey. We're not going to deny that. But after getting it home and actually properly looking at it, I found out why they opened it, closed it back, sent it back. Is because this camera apparently was a part of a bundle. And in the bundle was a Rode, is RODE, Rode brand microphone and the camera. They were buying it just so they can get the freaking microphone. Didn't even take the wind protector. So they took the microphone and just sent it back. And Amazon being kind of smart, they said, okay, we can't sell it as part of the package now because the microphone's gone. We'll just sell it as the camera itself. So I got the camera and I got a wind sock for a microphone that I don't even own. So I don't know. It's just funny. Yeah. But I wanted to get these guys done over the weekend. It just didn't happen. Between the Easter party, which it was fun, but just be glad you weren't there because they made all the guys go to the back room. We had Easter eggs strapped to us, like taped to us, and then we're told to run and have the kids chase us to get the eggs. So, and all of us were saying, okay, we just heard that Luke ran a freaking 7-minute mile. There's none of us that can outrun that kid. Yeah, so it was fun, but I'm still sore today from running the little bit I did run on Saturday. But anyways, I need to get these guys going, but you would have enjoyed it. It was just, oh my gosh. I hate that y'all were sick and had to miss it. Jordan walked in with Ethan's baby. And when I saw her holding the baby, I was like, I didn't know that you had one. She just laughed. All right. But while I didn't finish these guys, I did get all 5 of these guys. Yes, it's a little on the dark side. I wonder if I can. Oh, that went down in brightness. All right, there we go. I did get these guys finished. All 5 of these. I was like, screw it. I'm tired of... I did want to get something productive done over the weekend, so I just took these 5 guys, put the metal on their guns and their power packs, put the wash on them. So all 5 of these dudes... All 5 of these dudes are officially painted enough to be done. So I'm actually going to change my model count now. Oh, come on. From 7 to 12. So I'm finally in double digits of painting models. So now I actually should be putting them on the shelf, but I wanted to keep them out on the desk so I could show it on stream. They are finished. They're counted for the year. Now I just need to finish these two, and I'll be up to 14 models. That's what I'm hoping to get done tonight, but that's wishful thinking. But we'll see what I can do. And I know you were mentioning that you didn't want to bring all your paraphernalia. I'll just start on that guy. All your paraphernalia out for painting in your room, being it's so cramped. But I was wondering, why don't you go back to like just painting on the dining room table, like what we used to do when we first started. It's dark and uncomfortable. Fair enough. Let's see. Yeah, you could bring your hobby light in there to brighten it up, but I understand. But speaking of which, to get where I could get my adapter cable delivered overnight, I had a panel light delivered as well, so I'm actually using that. So that's over here on this. Let's see if I can make sure I get the right. That's the color. I want brightness. So I got that going for me as well. I want to get that down to, let's go down to 40. I don't want it too bright. There we go. Yeah, I understand that. Is someone texting? Dadgummit. Okay. I was thinking at least so you can get some painting going if you were wanting to, but I understand that too. I need to get a better chair, because this chair served me well, but it's definitely showing its age. Yeah, they do dance around from the chandelier. Yeah, I forgot about that. I don't know if you've been paying attention to, too much more with the rules that they've been revealing with the 11th edition, but I saw that they mentioned, excuse me, where when you draw your secondaries, if you have a secondary that ends up being one that you can only score like late game, or it's like, hey, right now, like it wants you in the enemy's deployment zone or whatever, instead of you trying to discard it, you just pocket it and you hold it for the whole game. And the next turn, no matter what, whether you scored a secondary or not, you draw 2 more secondaries. So you can have, and you just continuously hold secondaries throughout the course of the game until they are satisfied. The scoring has been satisfied for those secondaries. Which I think is pretty cool. It keeps you from getting that feels bad, oh darn, I pulled a secondary I haven't looked too much. I do need to do like a deep dive reading. I might actually have to do that on a live stream. Just go through what all the rules they've been talking about and try to put our casually competitive spin on how it's worded and see if we can make sense of it. It sounded good because that does eliminate the crap. I just pulled, you know, I had to be in 3 table quarters or had to be in my opponent's deployment zone on turn freaking 1, where I can't deep strike. I don't have the movement. It's just, there's no way to get there. So either A, I already spend my 1 command point I just got this round to hopefully pull a better one, or just take it up as a loss and then try to get an additional command point at the end of the of my turn. It does prevent that kind of stuff. I haven't read up on the... I saw that they did have the one about the rules, where whatever, depending on what you bring, crap, why are they... Where you're going, yeah, what I'll do, I'll just, crap, I'm trying to get things, I'm still trying to get some things situated. So, just give me a moment. Here, I'll just zoom, oh, that's my focus. I keep forgetting that's focus. That's zooming in. Zoom it out a little bit. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. Let's make sure the focus looks good. There we go. Yep. Alright, crap. Of course, my roommates are messaging me. So if you just give me just one moment. So as far as me needing to... Alright, I'm back. Yep, finished 12 models. I was showing Paul, I'll show you as well. I'll just put this guy to the side for a second. Over the weekend, I didn't finish these guys up. I did finish some of them. So I have 3 from this squad finished. And I wanted to finish the last 2 out of them over the weekend, but I just didn't make it happen. So those 3 guys are finished. I brought this over to y'all's house. Excuse me, not last weekend, but weekend before. So that's another model. So that's 4 of them. 5 of them are these buggers. because all they needed was the silvery metallics on their guns and their backpacks. So I was like, okay, I'll just get that done. So that's 5 models. So 5 plus the 4 from this current squad. That makes 9. The other 3 are the 2 hold on, I'll bring them out. The Deathwing Terminators. These guys. Finished 2 of them. I have not. Ironically, the last model that it chose, I have not finished. So am completely just breaking my own rule of I need to finish those models before jumping on the next one. It's just because work got so crazy and my hands started getting really shaky just from exhaustion. I was just like, I don't want to mess with her and mess something up. So I was like, okay, I can get these guys done. These are standard foot troops. I don't have to be super detailed with them. So, yeah, these 2 guys are finished. I've been told they look yellow by at least 3 people. And not green, even though they are totally a vile, like, disgusting green color. So I don't know what to do about that. Yep, so I'm, and then the last model, so that if you're counting, that's 11. The 12th model is the Lilith Hesperax model. I'm gonna do this a really janky way, but this will work. See, that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a very disgusting, like, toxic green color. Like, it's gonna be very yellow in color, but ironically, use the Death Guard models to color correct. See, the thing is, that's very accurate to what they actually look like. It might be a bit more on the vibrant side, but it's still... No, it's just funny how other people's eyes are perceiving it as more yellow, and I'm still seeing it as a pretty good green. It definitely does lean on the yellower side of green, but at the same time, also, I don't know if y'all knew this, but green is the most varied color that your eyeballs can see. Yeah, that might be it. Because if I bring out a yellow, I'll just bring out this color. This is yellow. Yeah, the other camera, but even my phone when I'm taking pictures, they came out looking like yellow, is what people are saying, but. Yeah, if I hold the yellow next to it, you're definitely like, oh yeah, that's not yellow. It's almost like the flesh of a lime, kinda. Except also more dirty. And then the last model that I painted was actually the first one in the Wheel of Names that I pulled for stream. I don't know if you remember that one, Mom, that I did. Let me pull up the picture. This one. So that was the first model that I did this year. Then I did these two Death Guard Terminator models. Then I've done the four. I've done the four of these guys, the three of the troops, and then their little beacon thing. And then I did these 5, so that is 12. Yep, I'm excited. I finally broke double digits. Last year, I think I might have painted 3 models total. So, this is a lot. A step up. Anyways. At least now y'all can actually see what I'm working on instead of like, oh, well, I think I could see it. Yeah, I had to get this camera delivered to work because Amazon would not deliver it to the apartment on a Friday for some reason. It was always like I would check literally every day, and it would shoot from delivery on Thursday to delivery on the following Monday. They would not ship it to my apartment on a Friday, and they required a signature or a code. And I'm like, you're kidding me. So I just asked work. I was like, can I just have this thing delivered to here at work? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool, thanks. How are y'all feeling? I know Paul said he's got his appetite back. You feeling better? Yeah, that was what was weird with me. I was like, why are they not like it would always shoot to any day between Monday and Thursday, and I'm like, well, I'm working those days, so can I not get it work done on? Your throat is sore now? You're still sick? Okay. Well, I'm going to avoid you guys for a little while y'all get better. I really don't need to catch it. Ooh, man. Yeah, when I got home yesterday, You're going? Okay, I'll catch you later. Maybe once you get your voice back and you're not coughing so often, maybe I'll give you a call. See, I don't know if I'm going to go to the birthday party. Just depends on how my week goes, basically. Because right now I'm doing hand cuts at work and not working on the machine. So my arms are tired. So I'm actually... Me doing this pin washing is really showing just how dedicated I am to trying to get these stupid models finished. I was thinking about using my webcam as like a face cam for this, but I'm also at the same time wondering if, considering just keep them kind of just my stuff as a faceless YouTube channel. I don't know. I'm also considering doing like the VTuber thing, to have a VTuber avatar Or maybe a PNG tuber type thing. I don't know. Yeah, when I brought this home, found a guy on YouTube that was showing how to set this thing up for HDMI with the capture card, and I'm like, perfect. So while I was waiting on my dinner to warm up, I was just watching it and trying to get everything set up. I still can't believe I somehow made the mistake of ordering a mini HDMI and not a micro HDMI. I still don't know how I made that mistake. How's the music sounding? I actually had my headphones off for a little bit while I went to go get the Death Guard models out. Sounds good? Okay. So I was wondering if I'm considering lowering the volume on YouTube itself and then just adjusting the volume on the mixer for the live stream, because for some reason even on the lowest volume that I can set it to, it's still sometimes loud in my ear. So I might have to play with that. But then I don't want to accidentally bump it back up to 100 and forget about it, and then I'm playing it on stream and it's super loud again. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I found out how to schedule live streams on Streamlabs. Alright, no worries. It's cool that you do that. I tried last week and the lag was so bad. Oh, okay. Nicole talked about. Okay. I was just letting them know that I won't be able to reply all that fast because I'm live streaming, so I'm gonna be kind of busy doing the live streaming stuff. She said she tried it last week and the lag was so bad. Oh, she's probably upstairs. Oh no. I'm gonna have to do a test live stream upstairs before I can. If I decide to move upstairs, I'm not gonna be able to live stream if it's bad. That. Dang it. Shit. Well, that sucks. All right, big brush. God, that one's so stiff. That's not working. All right. Yeah, dang it. Man, this is working, but it's. Yeah, at least I didn't do it on the model. That would have been. I'd have been mad. Yeah, once they're fully painted, I'm definitely 100% going to varnish them. The next time I have an airbrush day, which might be this weekend, I'm probably going to just dedicate one part of this weekend to doing airbrush stuff. I'm going to varnish them, partially so I can do transfers, but also so I can seal them. And from now on, when I do airbrush work, I'm just going to varnish before I start doing anything else on them, because doing these washes would be so much faster on a gloss or satin varnished model and not this matte, how it just came out onto the model. I'm mad now. God, I spilled so much. Let's move the model out of the way. I don't even know how good this brush is picking up the wash. I just had to grab something fast. Shit, wait, so what brush is that? That one looks really absorbent. It's a medium dry brush. That'll soak up pretty well. Maybe. Yeah. Luckily, that's what this neoprene mat is for, is if I make these spills, eventually the neoprene mat can just be thrown away. I'm going to do it now because they're a bit expensive, but why is he laughing at you? Paul, why are you laughing at Mom? Alright, it's almost all soaked up. The tiny shovel. Alright, that's as good as it's probably gonna get. Dadgummit. Trying to clean this brush out. Close that up. Let's alright. What's left of it will air dry on its own. Well, let me wash this brush out too. Dadgummit. I think I saved most of it, but I had to be careful with this washed because there's not much left. Yeah, they changed formulas to it, so this is the OG formula. Don't know how. I don't know how the new formula is. Well, I'm gonna try to save that part of the clip and slow-mo it somewhere and Alright. This model's just determined not to be finished even tonight. I'm already 40, almost 45 minutes into stream. And I've only done his greave. Not even the whole leg, just the greave. And it's not even fully finished yet. Alright. Let's try to... Don't want to rush, but I do want to try to make progress. And honestly, Paul, the models that they've revealed so far for the 11th edition launch box has been the biggest, like, killjoy. It's like, hey, here's the new models. It's an intercessor and a boy. Oh, here's his boss knob as well. Oh, for the let's put another Space Marine one out. It's another jump pack guy, but this one's cooler. Where's the chaplain? Show me the freaking chaplain. Show me the There's so many cooler models that they could be showing off, I hope. And they're showing off the most boring models in the box. And I understand they want to try to save some of that for I'm actually more interested in the rules, which I've yet to actually read up on them, but from what I have read and seen, I've liked. I've been more interested in the rules than I have been in the launch box, and it's with 4 models shown so far. And to be fair, the boss knob, I took another look at him. Him having the ammo belt wrapping around his wrist, all like Rambo style, is pretty freaking cool. I will say that's the coolest of the 4 models they have shown so far. But they need to be showing off something. Heck, they need to be showing the new models, like the Gravis model with the heavy bolter, or the whatever the heck they want to call it. It's supposed to be an Eradicator with a bolter setup instead of the Melta setup. And I'm like, huh, that's an interesting thing. They need to kind of show that. But I know what they're gonna. I know what they're thinking. They're thinking that it's already too close to the heavy intercessors, and they don't want people just to grab those and say, "Oh, cool, got them." But that's also their own fault. I don't know. I'm just trying to get as many models done before the. And that's another thing. I need to work on where I'm shooting this model because I'm wanting to drift over here all of a sudden. There is another event in 3 weeks. Whatever else they haven't shown yet will be revealed then. Okay. They just need to show one good model. It doesn't even matter what side it is. Show us one cool model. I know they're not going to show us the vehicles because they'll wait for the big event. But if they could just show one of the more minor characters in the box, like the freaking the war boss or whatever that they that got leaked, that's a freaking cool model. It's like that brings hype. Show us one of the characters that looks really freaking cool. Board Game Con in the UK. Yeah, I vaguely remember them hearing about it. I don't know when. Just know they're going to do another reveal show. Hopefully it's in their studio, so maybe their audio will be better. Instead of doing it at the convention, because so far they're like 0-5 for live conventions and their audio being decent. The sad irony is they have streamers and other people at those conventions. They have content creators. Why don't you? I swear there had to have been content creators that were like, "Let us help you. Your audio is garbage. Let us help you." And they probably were like, "No." Because I mean, even oh god, Miniac and Alright, I gotta move some of these models out my way. Miniac and Ninjon were at Adepticon. They paid for a spot at the con, so it lines up right. I don't know what that means. I'm guessing, I can guess he who should not be named. That's GW's he who should not be mentioned. As in GW doesn't like him, but if you want the, said that they paid for a spot at the con. As in they bought a ticket to be at the con? Oh, they revealed the rest of 11th. Ah. Okay, and they, as a GW, paid for a spot to help. Okay, I see what you're saying now. They paid so they can have an event, basically, at the con. And he who should not be mentioned is who I'm thinking it is. It's GW's he who shall not be mentioned. Okay. Yep. I find it funny because honestly, he could be their greatest ally if they let him. They could literally say, "Hey, here's the stuff we would like you to rumor with and hint with, but you can't say like directly what it is." That way, he could let his, you know, tinfoil theories run wild, but have concrete evidence, you know. But no, they're like, "Nah, we hate you because blah blah blah." It's like there's a way they can make it work for him and them, and but no, they'd rather blackball him, which just confirms his theories more. Because they wouldn't hate him if they were fake. They were fake rumors. If they weren't true, then they'd be like, "Oh, I don't care," because they're not true. They're only mad at him because he's right. Alright, one leg is finished. Took only an hour. Oh, yeah, that's right. The funny thing is because he has rumors that there is stuff that he knows that he doesn't reveal. So they could literally could have made it more open-ended of a deal, because there's so many times whenever someone says something, he's like, I can't talk about that just yet. But they hate him because he's right. That's only why. And probably also part of their NDA was also he needs to stop talking bad about them. And he's not afraid to say, what y'all are doing is stupid. Why is this 6-man character unit $90? You know, stuff like that. Right? I don't know. I know that, so I think last year that was the whole thing with Saber Interactive. So the Space Marine, was it Saber Interactive? Whoever made Space Marine 2. See, they love him. The actual like people who are actually in actually like him. It's just the higher ups that don't. Heck, I'm pretty sure even the two that host these live events, the ones who do the talking, I'm pretty sure if you ask them, they probably will even say that they know and like him. But they can't really say that on the clock because, you know, they work for GW. Uh, there's people that I don't like that are content creators, but there's reasons why I don't like them. And it's because their character, who they are. You and I have already talked about this forever. But yeah, there's just a couple people that I'm like, I don't disagree with your stance, but I disagree with how you are saying it. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So if he says, hey, by the way, I'm hearing rumors that the tactical Marines are not going to be even put into Legends. They're just going to be straight go the way of the dodo next edition, blah, blah, blah. The shareholders don't like that because, hey, that's one of our products that we could be selling. But now we're not going to be able to sell it because now we got this guy who's telling people not to buy them because they're not going to exist in 6 months. And see, that's and that is something I have heard. I've heard that the Legends is altogether is going away. And I'm like, well, that's not fun. Yes, that's exactly, yeah. And the funny thing is, if that turns out to be true, then there's no doubt in my mind that they are looking at a potential the Emperor coming back. In the 40k lore, and then they're going to jump to the next, like 40k in itself will be gone. It'll turn into 50k, it'll turn into the new heresy, it will turn into something. So, I don't know. It's this whole like, what the hecker is this about? And I don't understand why they do that. Right now, AOS is their second best-selling like game. I don't understand why they would break the lore so much. I don't know. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me why they would do that. The current setting is obviously bringing in people. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but the frame rate is like, at least on my end, it looks buttery smooth. Yeah, the new lore practically mirrored. Yeah, exactly. It's like, hey, I slayed the Emperor, I mean Sigmar, and now throw the whole world, I mean universe, I mean realms into ruin. What? I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, new potential lore. It's not confirmed yet, but even Balrog's saying it sounds like this guy holds credibility. At least people who have heard of him before. So I don't know. I know the guy that I was the first person who played against him, Jay, at the local shop. He plays the Custodes. he has gotten into AOS. He's playing the Stormcast Eternals. So, oh come on, I didn't spill it again. I just, because of the spill, there's some. Yeah, he plays Stormcast. I went into the store a couple weeks back. I don't remember exactly when I went in. And there was a AOS tournament, I think, going on. And I walked in there and he was playing. I'm like, oh, man, you're in AOS too? He's like, yeah. And I looked at, he was playing Stormcast. I'm like, you just can't get away from the Golden Boys, can you? And he's like, nope. Yeah, they have one of the same with Space Marines for 40k. They have the best model range because it's their moneymaker. They have to make the good guy. Of course, the good guy is going to sell. I want to look more into the rules for 11th edition that they've announced, so I'm pretty confident that I want to do Alpha Legion for the most part for 11th, but I'm also like, I wouldn't mind fluctuating around the different armies I own, but my problem with that is then I'm focusing less on how to actually play those armies. So I don't know. Yeah, at least there is some variety and some character kind of to the Stormcasts. As for Space Marines, they do have it, but it varies by the chapter that you play. So the Dark Angels, you know, hey, you like guys with robes and, you know, swords, you know, with angelic names. It's like, okay, cool. You like that? Play these guys. If you like the Knight Templars style, which is very close but not quite the Dark Angels, then you can play the Black Templars. If you like, you know, cybernetics, then you play the Iron Hands. So it's like, when it comes to the actual chapter, yeah, exactly, yeah, they're colored by what branch they're from. So like, you know, Deathwing, obviously, like what I'm painting right now, and then you got the Green Wing. I was about to say I don't have any Raven Wing, but I do. I'm going to correct myself. I do have Raven Wing. Yeah, the rest of the range is all one color. Yeah, that's true. Like every other chapter that I'm aware of, their veterans are the only thing that has any kind of differentiation, and it's literally just the helmet. The Blood Angels, their veterans have gold helmets. The Ultramarines, white helmets. It's like, okay. As for ours, we say, hey, you're a veteran, you get full bone armor. Oh yeah, there's changes for the Oh god, I can't remember the friggin' name of them now. I'm gonna feel really bad about it. The Death Company, which is the ones who have fallen to the Black Rage. Which also is why I like how you're doing your salamanders. You're like, hey, certain ones are going to be painted as the Covenant of Fire. Some of them are going to be the, what is it, red? Is it red scorpions? You've gotten several of your successor chapters that you decided you're going to paint yours as. So it's not just the green color, even though the green color, at least how I started painting those, the characters that I bought looks really good, and I could definitely see a whole army looking really good. But yeah, I do like that you went with some differences in your army. Did Sanguinius overcome the Black Rage? Mephiston, the librarian guy, overcame the Black Rage. He was the only Blood Angel to do it. I don't know about Sanguinius. Yeah, Mephiston. Yeah, because Sanguinius is the reason why the Black Rage exists. His death is what caused the Black Rage to start, so I wouldn't see him having it. No, yeah, you're good. There's too many names. Why do you think I like the Alpha Legion? Everyone's just Alpharius. That's what's supposed to make him so powerful, is the fact that he has come back from the Black Rage, and he's the only person to do it. Now imagine, that's actually a scary thought, having a librarian fall to the Black Rage. Right. But yeah, having a freaking Psyker, someone who has power over the warp, and they've fallen to the Black Rage, and they just want to kill everybody. You're like, as long as if it ain't a salamander, I don't remember the name. Wait, did you only find out? That is possible. I know that in recent lore for the Blood Angels, some of them have been having dreams of Sanguinius. And so it might be him like contacting them through dreams. But I've even been there's someone I've been listening to who's a Blood Angel like fangirl. And I'm saying that because it actually is a girl. And even she's saying it would be cool if he came back, but she likes the current lore where he's gone. I'm like, yeah, because if he comes back, then his death was, you know, even though I know it was like significant at the time, it's like it'd been basically for nothing. His sacrifice would have been for nothing. If he comes back. Yeah. Yeah, I looked up a lore video of Mephiston when I started painting him. I was like, oh, I wonder what this guy's about. And then I heard that he was the only blood angel to overcome the Black Rage. I was like, oh, that's cool. I like how his psychic hood also just looks like the freaking like vampire outfit. Yeah. See, I know we already know Perturabo is going to come back. When? Don't know. It's next edition, obviously, but what they're saying is this whole current thing that they're doing right now at the end for the end of edition like campaign is attempting to thin the line between the warp and reality so that way he can actually step out into reality and stay here. It's like it's giving him an anchor into reality, into real space. Yeah. I do think if he came back and saw his sons, he would be like, bro, what the heck? I think he would even tell them that they've gone a little bit too far. But this is also 40k, and they'll probably just make where he aligns right with them. I do think Conrad Kurz was a bit arrogant because of his foresight powers. He was just like, oh, I already know what's going to happen here, so blah, blah, blah. Honestly, the only Primarch that was able to, from my understanding. No, well, how did he disappear? I know that they said he disappeared and all they can find was his severed hand. But how did it come to that part? I haven't looked deep enough into Dorn's lore to do that, or either to know. Because I don't know when Kurz died. gosh, his legs. Actually, crap. I gotta do his knee pad. At least around the crux terminatus. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It was too soon. That was during the Horus Heresy. Dorn disappeared post Heresy. So I think Dorn disappeared during the Scouring, but I'm not sure. Like I said, I haven't looked into their lore. That's also like they were calling Perturabo crazy because he could see the Eye of Terror. He's like, do y'all not see this huge freaking scar in the sky? And they were like, are you crazy, brother? And it's like, no. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like he kicked Dorn's ass and then Dorn later on disappeared. I think the next model I'm going to work on once these Terminators are finished is my my Venom Crawler. You know, one of my first models I ever bought. I was looking at him, and realistically, there's not all that much I need to do to him. I just wish that I painted him better, but it's new painter, you know, new painter problems. You're going to use thicker paint. I don't, you know, I no longer want to do that old paint scheme, but here we are with it still. I'm glad I did make the decision to go to a brighter trim color on my old Alpha Legion models, though, because using just lead belcher, actually it wasn't even lead belcher, it was freaking Walmart brand metallic, like gunmetal. Yeah, see, that was, yeah, at least he was understanding enough of Dorn to say, hey, you just don't understand. I'm pretty sure it was also Dorn that reported about Perturabo seeing the Eye of Terror too. I don't remember who he confided in about that. I think it was Dorn. Which is funny, because half the time when they confide in someone, they're confiding in the wrong person. Honestly, if they confided in, like, Vulcan might not have understood, but he would have been like, I don't understand, but I'll support you type thing. That's like the whole thing with they're saying it's Alfarius, but I don't actually, we don't fully know. Everyone wants, there's always for every argument that it is Alfarius, there's an equal argument that it wasn't Alfarius. Went with, and was basically talking to Dorn about what was going on. Meanwhile, Dorn is actively trying to, like, fight Alfarius. And ended up supposedly killing him. I also like how how Perturabo, the only reason why the Horus Heresy went so well was because Perturabo was basically carrying the whole Siege of Terra on his back. Right? No, just enough. But hey, that's the thing. You find the lore that you like, you focus in on that, and then that's it. We're approaching 40 years of lore at this point. How are you supposed to know every single bit of it? Especially because it's also a crapshoot if they're not going to retcon the lore that you already do know. So... It's like, just learn the lore of your favorite factions or your favorite characters, and then that's it. Just get on with your life. Sometimes those bit of lore reflects as rules for the models. Sometimes it doesn't. All right, what's playing next? Hold on. Let's go to that. Actually, crap, that's a 3-minute video. I want a playlist. Let's go there. Okay. See, yep, and that's because you like Kurz. You also like Vulcan, so you know a decent amount of Vulcan. But Kurz is your most, he's your most well-known one. Mine is Angeron. Well, actually, I know a lot about Lionel Johnson. I know the most about Angeron, and I know basically as much as you probably can know about Alfarius and Omegon, whatever you wanted to, pronounce it. The lore with Alfarius is half troops anyways, so it's like if you say something that's not true, it's like, oh, well, how am I supposed to know? I just like how Kurz is basically just grimdark Batman. It's like, what if Batman wasn't afraid to kill? You're headed to bed? Alright, I'm probably not going to be on for too much longer, to be honest. This guy's... what I'll do is I'll finish the pin washing on this guy, and then I'll probably call it, and then I'm going to try to get back on tomorrow. Hopefully I won't spill my Agrax again, and maybe I can get the other guy finished. As for Thursday, I'll have to see how I feel. I'm supposed to be going to Bible studies on Thursdays, but with work being how it was for the past month and a half plus, I was just not going because I was too tired, and then was having to get up anyways the next day and go back to work. So I was like, I'm not going to Bible study on Thursday night just to try to go back to work the following day exhausted, because when I go to Bible study on Thursdays, I don't get back to the apartment until like 10:30 at the earliest. Because after Bible study, we tend to all just be sitting around just chatting. A lot of us don't see each other during the week. Well, really, any of us. Yeah, see, that's what I told work. I told my work. I was like, I can't do it anymore. That's when my back went out. That's when I overslept and missed my alarm. I told him, I was like, it's caught up to me now. I'm slipping. So they're like, okay, they were fine with it because they know I worked hard to get, to be there. I just hope your work starts laying off on you a little bit, but I also understand that it's for your work. It's not up to you, because y'all are fighting to try to catch up because other people were slacking off. And you need more. Yeah, might catch you tomorrow if you pop in. Come on. Fine, I'll hold it open with my finger. Holy crap, that is a lot. That's a lot. I also understand that it's a lot of y'all's contractors causing problems, so y'all having to go back, from my understanding. So it's like you are basically going to the same house several times because y'all's contractors aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. And so you keep catching it and then just sending them another ticket saying, hey, contractors, y'all are supposed to do this. With my work, it's kind of funny. At my work, they thanked us for, shoot, that's crazy. 217 in February, and February was a short month. Also, just to remind you, Paul, if you have not done your taxes yet, next Wednesday is tax day. That's our tax deadline. So it might be a good idea to do your taxes this weekend if you haven't already done them. Already 30 this past week. Holy shit. That's crazy. Yeah, my work, Monday, they basically said, they're like, we appreciate all y'all guys' help these past couple months doing all this overtime and everything. They said that because of all the work we put in March, we almost caught up to our deficit that we were in for the majority of the first quarter of the year. So they said our numbers look really, really good for the first quarter, even though we were still slightly behind. But they were like, thank y'all guys for all y'all's effort and coming in and putting in all that extra time, blah blah blah. But then the very next breath, you just got a printout of all the overtime. Okay. Oh, you're gonna try to file. You're gonna try to itemize so you can get that deducted. Is that what you're doing? If you do standard deduction, you can't. You won't be able to do that. Say last year I didn't do a lot of overtime, so see, I would take a look at the numbers, because remember, it's only so I would take a look at it. Take a look at how much when you do standardized deduction, how much that takes, how much that deduction is. And then I would compare it to the overtime. But remember, the overtime, if you worked 50 hours, you got, of course, your 40 hours of standard pay and then 10 hours of time and a half. The amount that will be tax-free is that half time. So the 10 hours of time and a half, that regular one pay, your straight pay, would not be deducted, but that 0.5 will have the deduction. That will be the tax-free. So I would run the numbers on how much you made for that 0.5 pay and see if that meets or exceeds the standard deduction amount. I looked into this stuff because I follow a lot of finance people, and that's what they were saying. Did 71 hours of overtime last year. You don't have this. Don't give me the numbers here on stream, but I do have an idea how much you're making. You actually might be over the standard deduction amount. According to my calculations, if you were making how much? And barely over 1,000 straight hours. Dang. Hold on. All right, for the 2025 tax year, taxes filed in early 2026, the standard deduction has increased due to the inflation adjustments and new legislation, raising to, I'm not going to read married because you're not married, $15,750 for single individuals. Okay, no, never mind. I don't know. You'd have to look into it. The 2025 standard deductions, if you decide to just do standard deductions, they will take all the money that you made last year, deduct $15,750 from it, and then that is what you'll be taxed on. So however much you made last year, gross pay, minus $15,750. And then from that amount, you will be taxed. But if you itemize, then you're going to have to try to figure out all your other stuff. If my calculations are correct, based on what I think your hourly rate was last year for the 71 hours of overtime, I took your 71 hours and times it by 0.5 of what I think your straight pay was. And it came out to $674.50. I don't know if that's correct or not, because I'm going by what I think you were making. From if I remember your numbers correctly. But there's just something to consider. I just don't want you being overtaxed for no reason when you could just do the standard deductions and end up being taxed less in the long run. And this is the part of the live stream where I say I'm not a financial expert. I won't say what is right, but you are wrong. Okay, were you making... Is the number higher or lower? Oh, yeah, that's true. Like I said, this is the part of the stream where I should mention I am not a financial advisor. Anything I say right now is just chatting, is just banter. What I say, do not take to heart. And don't follow it blindly. Do your own due diligence and look into it. I really don't want you to mess, because YouTube will go quick against people who are like, oh, here's this. Especially in the financial world. For some reason, they think just talking money means you're scamming people. So you have to be very, very careful with it. Even the people just talking stocks. They're just mentioning stocks, mentioning the price of stocks, everything like that. YouTube's flagging them, so they're having to put in the beginning of their videos, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for educational purposes only. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, if you're, I would definitely, if you do decide to go and do an itemized deduction, look into everything you can have deducted to make sure that you can maximize it, because oftentimes a standardized deduction is going to come out on top, but not every. It is, excuse me, case dependent. Oh, I wish I had some Tums right now. I don't know why, but my stomach is not that happy with me. Yeah, we got an. I don't know who's been popping in and out. It won't show me. I don't want that. Yeah, it won't show me who else is in the. Who's just viewing the chat or viewing, you know, the stream. But they keep popping in and out, or maybe it's different people popping in and out. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Dang it, stupid wash. I think, yeah, the Power Fist arm is finished. All that's left is the Bulger arm. I'm also put the wash on here already. I know last year with me I didn't make enough overtime to be worth it. To do itemized, I would have to do a lot more work just to squeeze a little bit more money out. This year though, being that I've basically had overtime, some form of overtime for 3 months in a row, and they're already making it sound like we might be going back to doing some more overtime later on, depending on how our numbers are looking. Because Monday, I thought they said it would be. I thought when they passed the big beautiful bill that they were going to make it where this year when you file, you could file your overtime and stuff. Oh, 2024's tax. Yeah. See, yeah. Yeah, last year when you were filing, you cannot file your overtime. That's what I'm talking about, the 2025 year. I didn't do a lot of overtime. I did literally December. Yeah, December. And it wasn't even a lot. But this year, 2026 year though, I've had overtime in January, in February, and a heck of a lot in March. Which honestly I was happy for, because if it wasn't for that I would not have the new camera. But at the same time, oh my god, I'm still feel like I'm suffering from the exhaustion from it. But I'm glad I found out how to schedule streams now. And also found out that when I hit go live, I could literally just add or select the scheduled live event to do that with. So that's cool. So once I actually get a stream scheduled down, I can literally, without even going live, schedule all of my streams for the week. And then just activate them when I go live. Also found someone over the weekend that's about the same subscriber count as me that's also going live pretty often. He didn't go live, he went live early freaking this morning. Like, I was getting ready for work and I saw that he was live and I'm like, dang dude, he's mountain time, so near the, not quite west coast, but he's on the western side of the country. I'm like, dude, it's like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. your time. What are you doing? He's painting Tyranids. So I got into his chat and was chatting for a little bit there. See, I don't know if it'll do that or not. But I can, instead of, when I usually hit stream, there's only usually one tab and it says create new event. When I scheduled the stream today, I was just doing it just to see what happened. It had the oh, okay, that's cool. It had the create new event tab, but then it also had the scheduled stream that I made. So I was like, oh, cool. That's learning something new every day. Is he finished? No. Almost, but not quite. Still gotta do the underside of this. And then okay, I'll have to, well, I don't want to try it out. Hopefully I'll never have to do that, but if it does happen, at least now I know. Alright, oh, I was about to say pin wash is done. Dadgummit. I always say that, oh, this is done. It takes a 2-second look. Oh, never mind. Let's go around the Crux Terminatus. You're heading out. Okay, I'm literally finishing up the pin wash around the Crux Terminatus up here, and then I'm calling it a night too. It's 10 o'clock. Gotta get up early for work. But I'll be back on tomorrow. Hopefully I'll finish up the other guy, and then this whole squad will be finished. Well, I gotta still wash the silver metallics, but yeah, you know what I mean. If it wasn't for the distractions earlier, me spilling Agric shade everywhere and whatnot, probably would have had gotten more done today, but that's all right. All right, but yeah, I'll see you. I'll see you later. All right. Yep. Actually, crap. The freaking helmet. Looks like I messed up part of its helmet too, but that's all right. I'm not gonna worry about it. As you know, I'm actually gonna finish this model out. Black wash won't take me long. Just really want these models done. Go. Make those bits a bit brighter. I want to get Leviathan blue, Talisar blue, and I believe in my last stream I did a 1-to-1. Get them all shaken up pretty good. One part Talisar blue. Close enough, I think, in color. This guy's got a scope and a. I know I said this model's already done. Add some to that, just so it looks like a scope. Same with this one. It's kind of hard to see. Go. That I could just say they're also done. No, can't see into the scope there, so we're good. All right, cool. All right, to finish off the stream, it's just gonna be a simple black wash on this guy's metallics. I'll worry about the other Terminator in tomorrow's stream. I need to get... I'm actually considering getting a different wash. I'm actually not too happy with this wash, but I'll finish the unit out. Alright, get a nice little shake. Hopefully I don't need any more than that, but we'll see. my gosh. What's left is the Storm Bolter. There we go. I think that's all. Yep, it's all silver metallics. One little thing I need to do before I call him finished, though. I noticed on the back of him, there's supposed to be complete black in that area, and it's not. So I'm going to correct that real quick. Grab my Black Legion contrast paint. For just a little bit of it. I think I did that when I was questioning if I would paint that in silver. And later on, just changed my mind and said I was going to leave them black, not knowing that I left that one the bone color. So he is finished. So now I can bump up my model count to 13. So that leaves for tomorrow's stream, all I have to do is just focus on the last guy. Which unfortunately is going to be the exact same thing as I did to this guy, but I got to do what I got to do to get them done. So it's already after 10 here. So I'm going to call it a night. I want to thank everyone for stopping by. Thank you for all the chats. Keeping me basically talking just about the whole time. That's really hard to do when I'm by myself. But I'm super excited with the new camera. That is making, oh my gosh, that's giving me so much motivation to actually be painting, and I'm wanting to record stuff. I just need to know what to record, especially with right now I'm doing the live streaming. Yep. Let's get a nice. I'm gonna change the focus here. Oh, wrong way. Get some of that. Heck yeah. That looks so much better than what the webcam that I was using did. But he's now counted for my total model count. So sick. If you like to see more of this, if you would like to catch my next stream or any other future streams of mine, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that, I think I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so very much for tuning in. And all that good stuff. You know. I'm out. Catch you tomorrow.